When I buy a truck and I bring it to my business premises and it is supposed to start doing work, let's say this truck is meant to transport goods to various places. You'll find that when this truck is going and it is transferring these goods or transporting these goods to a certain destination, let's call this destination, maybe it is 20 miles away, you'll find that maybe in a day, this truck is able to make 5 trips. So I get this truck and it is able to make 5 trips a day when it is operating. However, after 3 years of using that truck, you'll find that the truck that used to make 5 trips a day now makes 3 trips a day. Then after another 3 years or so, 6 years, the truck starts, maybe it declines. It's now doing 2 trips a day. Then maybe when the truck is like 10 years old, it can hardly even make a trip a day to transport these goods. So what does this mean? It means that throughout the lifetime of this truck, its performance has been declining. When I had just bought it, it could do 5 trips a day. But 10 years later, it can even hardly do 1 trip a day because of wear and tear. It has gotten dilapidated. Now, one thing we need to know is that this truck, throughout its lifetime, as it has been trying to work, it has been helping us generate revenue. Whenever we generate revenue in the statement of comprehensive income, that revenue that we get, that we recognize, is supposed to be matched against the expenses that were incurred in generating that revenue. That is what we call the matching concept in accounting. And the expenses that were generated or that were incurred in helping you generate that revenue are the so-called expenses, the salaries, the utility bills, all those kinds of costs. And those costs are supposed to be specific to a specific trading year. The mere fact that in its first year of operation, this truck has been making 5 trips, it has been performing well, but over time its performance keeps deteriorating. It simply means that whereas we have been using this truck to help us generate revenue, there has been some cost associated with its performance. And that cost is the reason why this truck's performance is deteriorating over time. So from an accounting perspective, allocating that cost to this truck is what we are calling depreciation. Now, I would like to categorically state this, that depreciation is not wear and tear. Wear and tear is the physical deterioration of a fixed asset due to friction and due to other forces that cause a physical asset to deteriorate. Depreciation is not wear and tear. Depreciation is just an allocation of the cost. We are trying to allocate a cost to the value that we are deriving from the fixed asset. This is only an attempt to be consistent with the matching principle. The matching principle says that for any revenue that you are to recognize in the statement of comprehensive income, or call it the income statement, that revenue is supposed to be matched against the costs that helped derive that revenue. And when it comes to fixed assets, that cost is derived from the concept of depreciation. So depreciation is not wear and tear. Depreciation, from an accounting perspective, is an attempt to match or allocate a cost to a fixed asset. We are allocating a cost to the benefits that we are getting from a fixed asset. That is depreciation. So that is what basically depreciation is, if I may, to explain it. So there are different kinds of methods of allocating that cost of depreciation to fixed assets. We can depreciate a fixed asset either using the straight line method. We can depreciate a fixed asset using the reducing balance method, the units of production method, and the sum of digits method. Now I'm going to create a separate video for each of these methods of depreciation. So this is depreciation in a nutshell. I'll see you in the next session.